Good morning, everyone out there in YouTube land. New hair, new shirt, very nice. Same workshop. I'm Chris, welcome to the Wooden Workshop. Now, anybody with power tools or a workshop knows the great peril of dust. It gets everywhere, sawdust everywhere. And lots of people have extraction systems that pull the dust away and prevent it getting into the air and getting into you and causing all kind of chaos like that. Now, I have experimented with different dust extraction systems in the past, and right now my main dust extraction is keep it contained, then use a hoover. I've had a thought, often a dangerous thing. Today I'm going to try setting up a rather novel dust extraction system using a vacuum cleaner and an old fabric conditioner bottle. I haven't tried this out. I don't know if this is going to work, so join me on the ride. See you in a minute. Now, for me, the main culprit of dust everywhere is this badger, the benchtop sander. So what I want to do, apart from kick the camera out of the way, that's still alright, that'll do. What I want to do is find out exactly where it throws the dust. So I've got a piece of wood here which I'm going to sandwich between the two barriers, and I'm going to put some tape, duct tape, on the piece of wood in the hope that I can then learn where the dust is going. So you can't actually see me doing this, can you? So there we go. I've put a bit of duct tape on this piece of wood, and I've put a piece of duct tape on this piece of wood. I have, honest. There you go. And I'm going to wedge it between the two barriers there. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to judge this bit of wood through a few times and see where the powder, the dust, sticks. This machine is a bit noisy, I'll warn you now. Okay, don't know how effective that was, but we can see the wood is sticking, dust is sticking mostly this region here, so mostly we're on sort of this half. So here's my plan. We're back to our head camera now. Here's my plan. Down here I have an old hoover, another one. They call me Chris, two hoovers in these parts, and my plan is, once I've got myself untangled, as you can see, I've taped an old fabric conditioner bottle to the end. My thinking being, this is a nice wide mouth for dust to flow into and for the hoover to pull through. Now, I know some people are probably going to say, this is never going to work. Don't be so daft, this is never going to work. And they might be right. It might never work. But I want to give it a try. So my thinking is, if I can secure that bottle there, then as I'm sanding, that'll be sucking, dust will be going that way, into the hoover, out the way. So what I want to do is build a bracket that I can clamp onto there, that comes out, goes down and attaches to the bottle, so that I can clamp it there. It keeps it in place, because at the moment the pipe is wanting to pull it everywhere. So that's my plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and do this in one take, so problems I come across you will experience with me. Lovely, let's go. The first thing I would like to do is get a little bit of plywood out of my scrap store down here, and a little bit of plywood that can clamp onto the side of this fence, like that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that down to size. Doesn't really matter about straight edges and stuff at this point. Move my coffee out of the way so I don't get full of sawdust. Move these products out of the way so they don't get full of sawdust. And cut this piece of wood. Why is it not working? Because the saw isn't plugged in. I've been charging batteries and drilling, so there we go. Now we can cut. There we go. So my plan is this will go on there, then an arm will come out there. Okay, now for an arm I can use this bit of wood I was using before. So how long does that arm need to be? It needs to be about that long, so I shall cut it that long. This is, sorry, that's a noisy saw. This is ordinary CLS timber, nothing special at all. And I'm going to fix it there, so that it sits like that. I might put it part way down. No, I want to put it full side up. So put it like that, I think. So, first thing we need to do that is put some holes in it. Let's go over here and we'll drill 2 holes. Then we'll get some screws. 35s will do the trick. We'll place that on there and we'll screw these screws through. Oh, ouch. Trying to keep hold of the piece while we work, that's a safety message. So keep better hold of it this time. There we go. So now we have that arm can clamp there and reach out over. Now, it doesn't take a genius to realise that that is not level with that. That's because these are cut at an angle to try and keep the dust in. So I need a little arm that comes down here that matches the angle so it's flat there. How big can my bottle? I don't need a very long arm, do I? Although, that said, the bottle will probably be over here like that. So quite a long arm is required. So to get the angle right, I'm not going to do anything clever. I'm not going to get out my special angle measurer. I might show you that in another video because it's quite a cool little toy. I'm just going to hold it there. Hold the piece of wood against the side of the barrier like that. And then cut. So draw the line like that. I can then use the saw to work out, to approximate to that angle. Not quite right, I don't think. Still a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll be it. So then cut it. As you can see, it's pretty darn close, isn't it? That'll be fine. So with that there, I now need to fix that to here. I don't need to fix it to that yet, actually. I need to cut it first. So let's get some clamps. If that is going to be fitted there, And this piece is going to be attached there. And the bottle is going to need to be nice and flat. So I need to cut, I need an octopus to help me. Get my pen ready. So this arm is going to come down here. The bottle will need to be just level with the edge of the sander. So I think about there. Probably do. It should be alright. And this will be a straight cut, of course, because I've compensated for the angle. So we'll cut it about there. There we go. So now the plan is that will attach there, the bottle will attach there, and everybody will be happy and run home shouting, "Look at the clever man." So a couple of little crosses there. Let's take this away. And those crosses. So that is going to attach like that. So I drill straight through here. And straight through here. Obviously we need some slightly longer screws this time. Let me see. What do I have? These will do. No, they're far too long. What else do I have? Nails. These will do the job, I think. Nice long black screws. They'll go through enough to hold that into place. They will make a god awful squeaking noise, because they don't like being used in holes that are a bit too small for them. So then I can place this there, and I can drive through like that. That one is secure. Try and keep it somewhat perpendicular. That'll do nicely. And then this one can also be driven through. So now we have our clamp assembly, which can attach on there. It's not going to budge. The bottle, wherever that's gone. Oh, here it is. The bottle, my thinking says, will attach to that hand there, that arm there. And then we actually, I might attach it close up to the front because I can drill it a bit more easily, can't I? So, what I need to do now is drill two small holes in the front of my bottle. So we'll have one here and one here. There we go. And then I'm going to use some smaller screws to secure that in place, as long as I can reach, of course. So come back over here. So it goes like that. That way. That's attaching there. Okay. So should put one little screw. Drag the hoover across the floor. One little screw there. And then drive it by hand using the stubby. go in. So let's use the big boys. There we go, that's one screw. And then the second screw. Hopefully I can still get it in with the power driver, that'll make things a lot easier. Yeah, here we go. There we have it. So, that may just tear straight through at some point. So, I shall bring the whole assembly over here. I shall clamp it onto about there, like so. So now, let's move the fence across a bit. So now what should happen in my fantasy world of theories is that when dust is propelled off this, it'll go into there, get sucked through the hoover, and it'll be out of my way. Let's give it a go. So we're all set up here, connected to the hoover. Hoover's plugged in. As you can see, I have emptied the hoover, so there's no I can't say that it's gathered dust when it hasn't, because there was dust in it already. And we'll give it a go. This is going to be fun. Let's turn the hoover on first. This is going to be noisy, so I won't bother talking. So what has happened? There is dust in there. The dust is clearly being propelled properly. There isn't dust all over the bench top, which there normally is. And I wasn't doing it for long, really, was I? But oh yeah, there's a little bit of dust in the hoover there, look. So this may be successful. Now, the project I tend to use this tool for most of all is my tree shelves or my bones pieces. Both of these use wood like this that's really rough and split, so I need to clear down the edges, clear off the sides, smooth down these rough bits. It involves a lot of sanding. So next time I do that kind of project, I will be seeing how this performs. Until then, I shall put it on one side and remember I've got it. Well, thank you for coming along with me today while I attempted to make something to collect the dust from the sander. I will keep you updated on a future project. When I use it, we'll try and do some kind of measurement and see how well it works. We'll see. That's all we can do, isn't it? Like, comment, subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Have a good day. See you later.